everybody, and welcome back to the Morinville Community Library's 24 Days to Christmas. And today we're going to be working on some salt dough ornaments. So we're in the program room today because we're going to be using the microwave. So if you're a little one, you might need some help with this craft. So make sure you've got an adult with you. And let's turn the camera here and we'll take a look at what we need for supplies. So what you're going to need for supplies for this, you're going to need a couple of microwavable dishes. You're going to need a cup of flour and a little bit extra to put on the counter. You're going to need a cup of salt. You're going to need a small bowl to be able to mix everything into. I've got my measuring cups here as well. Got a rolling pin. I've got my spatula to lift things up off the counter. I've got my ornament. I've got some jute here. Paintbrush that should be from your first kit that you did. We've got some paint. We've got some glitter. We've got my water right here. And then we've got some glue to seal it off later on when we're ready. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a cup of flour into the mixing bowl. And you want to have some extra flour available as well because we're going to need that to dust onto the countertop so that our ornaments aren't sticking to the counter. So we've got a cup of flour. I've already measured the salt, so I've got a half a cup of salt going in. And then I've got my water here I'm going to measure. I think I'll mix my dry ingredients together first. So a lot like making an actual cookie dough, except we're not going to be eating this one. And then I'm going to add a cup of water. And I'm going to go a little bit less to begin with, just so I'm sure not to have it too sticky. And I'm going to get right in there with my hands. So this is a great one for the little ones to get in, mixing up the dough. Make sure you get that all nice and evenly combined. I'm going to add a little bit more flour because this one's pretty sticky. And a little bit more. You don't want to have it sticking too much to your hands. So we're going to knead that in there really good. Pull some of that off. And then we're going to want to create a bit of a ball. I'm going to pull that out. And put some extra flour onto the counter here. So press that down lightly. Make sure you got a good bit of flour on the counter there that you'd be able to roll out your dough with. Would work perfectly fine. I'm going to lift this up gently. Just want to make sure it's not going to stick. We want to get this about 1/4 of an inch thick. So not too thick that it's not going to dry quickly and hold together. But we want it nice and as thin as we can that it's still going to hold as an ornament. That's looking pretty good. There we go. I'm just going to make sure this isn't sticking. I'm going to take my ornament. I've got a cute little stocking. Everybody has something a little bit different. And I'm going to make some stockings. Now, everybody has a different size and different kind of ornament. So I hope you have fun with the ones that you have. Here we go. I'm going to grab my spatula over here, move some of this dough out of the way. And you want to have some microwavable plates for sure. We're going to put these onto one stocking. Because these are so thin, I'm going to put 6 onto this plate. But you judge with what you're working with as well, because some of the ornaments are a bit smaller. So you can certainly put more onto the plate. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up into the microwave. And I'm going to microwave it for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to turn it. And then we're going to do 10 seconds each time after that. So let me just get started. All right, so I just brought these out of the microwave and they are starting to harden up a little bit. Something I forgot to mention is we want to go ahead and put our holes for hanging into our ornaments. So we're just going to go ahead and just press this through each of the ornaments all the way through so that we're creating a nice hole for our hangers to go into. And then we're going to put this back in the microwave for about another 10 seconds. And I did flip mine over so that we can go ahead and dry the opposite side as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the microwave for 10 seconds. Okay, so I've got 3 of my ornaments here right now. I did them for another total of 20 seconds, so 2 times at the 10 seconds in the microwave, and then I flipped them over after each 10 seconds to make sure that I'm drying out both sides. And then you can also put it into the fridge afterwards just to cool them down before you paint, which is what I did. And now we are ready to decorate these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of my paint here. We're just going to go ahead and put that all over the ornament. We'll get one started here. Looks really great. Now while the paint is wet, I'm going to go ahead and try, I didn't do this last time, putting some sprinkles, some glitter onto it right away. And that's going to adhere to the paint. If you find that they're not adhering really good, we can go ahead and take some of the glue, mix it with a little bit of water, put it into the dish here, and we can put that on after the paint has dried. So you've got 2 options there for coloring and decorating. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish the other 2 and we'll have them ready for the hanger. Okay, so once these have dried, you can go ahead and take your jute or your ribbon. I've put in enough, I think, for 3 to 6 ornaments. And we're going to go ahead and just loop that in through the hole and create a hanger. And I'm just going to tie off the end here to finish this one off. You can trim that little end if you like, but otherwise we have our salt dough glitter ornaments all completed. So I'd love to see how yours turned out. Send us some comments and some pictures to info@morinvillelibrary.ca, attention 24 days, and for the glitter salt dough ornaments. And I would love to see how you did with those. I want to send a big shout out to our local Rotary Club for sponsoring all of these great crafts that you're going to be doing in the 24 days to Christmas. Next, you're going to be doing a recipe, and then there's going to be a special story coming up as well. So I hope you enjoy everything in the kit and have a great day. Bye for now.